I am here today to talk to you a little bit about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a social networking site that was created in 2003. It was created primarily as a professional networking site, so you're going to be focusing mainly on creating professional networks, as well as learning about companies and finding other industries and other people in the industry that you're interested in. You can also search for jobs using LinkedIn, so that can be pretty helpful. There are 500 million users on LinkedIn, so it is certainly still alive and well, even though it was created in 2003. The most important thing to keep in mind about LinkedIn is that you have followers and you have connections. So your followers are people who are simply watching your content, but your connections are when you have a mutual following between the two of you. So they're following you and you're following them, and that's how you create connections and you build your network. You can connect with other professionals as well as colleagues or classmates. It works similar to like Facebook and other social media sites in that way, but it's targeted primarily towards professional networking. As far as a nonprofit goes, you can create nonprofit and company profiles as well. You can create those profiles to tell others about your nonprofit, about what you are about, and what you want to get out of things. It's basically like having an online elevator speech to tell people who you are, what you do, and why you do it. So you are going to primarily attract professionals on this site. You can also have your staff create pages. So this is a page that I've just started creating. I've wanted to kind of work on creating my LinkedIn profile for a while, but I've just never gotten to it. So this was a good excuse for me to finally take a look at it. I haven't added much yet, but you can kind of go in, you can base your industry. There's a lot of different industries available that you're able to kind of link with. Everything from healthcare to fine art, and just about everything in between. So I'm going to go ahead and leave mine at higher ed for the moment. And then you can start to create your personal contacts. So when you choose to connect with someone, then you just hit connect and it will send that person a message that you want to connect with them. And then if they connect with you, then you will have those connections. So those are mutual followings. As a nonprofit, you can post your own content or you can create sponsored content. So when you post your own content, that's going to go to the people you have connections with as well as those who are following you. Only those people will be able to see it. If you want to get your message out to more people, you can use sponsored content, which from the best of my understanding would be a cost. It would be an additional thing that you would budget for as a nonprofit. I assume it's kind of part of this premium that we have up here. You can also create groups. I think it will show me, I'm not totally sure where it would show me my groups. But from your groups, you can, here they are, you can create discussions. It's basically like a large discussion board, and you can use it to get feedback from people in your industry and get feedback on your nonprofit. By adding a profile photo, you're 36 times more likely to get a message from others, so it's very important to make sure that you get that photo on there. It is also really nice because you can set your target location as well as target criteria, which helps you find the specific people that you're trying to look for, that you're trying to make your audience. The main purpose for nonprofits is to hire new staff, find volunteers, and find board members. LinkedIn makes this really easy by creating the LinkedIn Volunteer Marketplace, which helps connect you with volunteers, and the Board Member Connect, which helps you to find highly qualified board members. So that makes things really user-friendly. All of LinkedIn is fairly user-friendly and easy to follow. It's kind of similar to Facebook in its layout. Some of the limitations of it is that your content only goes to those that are following you. However, we kind of talked before about how you can create those paid sponsored content posts, and that kind of helps that. The other thing is that you are primarily targeting professionals. So by doing so, you're kind of limiting your pool of audience members. If you have people who are not using LinkedIn, you're not going to be able to find them accessible. And because LinkedIn is so targeted toward professionals, you may lack some of those people who are in industries that just don't use the site. So that would be one of your main limitations of the site. However, I've so far found it really user-friendly. It's a great way to create your professional profile and start creating professional networks, as well as grow your nonprofit. So maybe you'll consider joining the 500 million users on LinkedIn.